Hello friends, welcome to Tech Institute and today's automation with Ansible tutorial series we will be seeing how you can configure delegation. So what is delegation and why you need to use a delegation, that we will see in our this tutorial video, and also we'll see how you can use the delegation features in Ansible. So why you need a delegation? Like suppose you are running a play on couple of servers and suddenly you need to run some task on some other server, like you want to run it on the controller node. Just suppose one task which will go and write a log like this task is successfully executed on particular this node, something like that. So in that case what you can do, you can use this delegation feature. So and how to use that, you have to use uh, delegate. To that we will see how you can do that, and some scenarios where you can use this delegation. One is like already I have given you, like you want to run it on the local machine, like your controller node. So that is one scenario. Then one more scenario, you want to run some task on some other node which was not part of the play. So like suppose you have a group of hosts like web servers, and then you want to run a particular task on a DB server. So that you can use, in that case you can use this delegation to do that. Then you can delegate a task to a host that exists in the inventory but not part of your play, like how I was telling you, like web server and DB server. So that you can do, and even you can delegate a task to a host which is not part of your inventory also. So all these four scenarios we will see how you can do that. So how you will do a delegation to a task in your local machine? That's very easy. You have to use the directive called delegate underscore to, and there you have to select local host. So if you use this directive, it will be executing that task instead of the host specified by play. It will be running on your local machine. So this is an example where you can see my play is using SUSE hosts, and then it is running one task where it's supposed creating a user, test user 1. Then you will see in the second task it is running a task on your local host. It is writing in a local log file where it's just updating like user created successfully. And you can notice in the last line of the task I have used the option delegate underscore to, and I am putting local host. And please keep in mind this delegate underscore to is not part of your task, it is in the same indent of your task. So it should be in the same vertical line, like how your line in file and then this delegate to, it should be in the same line. So here you can see the output when you run the playbook in this example. So you can see here, so you can see first it is gathering facts because I didn't disable the facts gathering. Then you can see it is creating user that task on the linux-sfxo host. But when you see the second task, like running task on local host, there you can see it is, instead of running on linux-sfxo, it is going to local host, it is executing on local host. So like this, when you use delegate underscore to and then you put local host, it runs the task on a local host. Now instead of delegate underscore to, you can use one more options, that also you'll see. So that you can do, instead of delegate underscore to, you can use local underscore action keyword. So that also helps you to run some task on your local host. And how you can use that, in local underscore action task you have to put the module and you have to put all the keys equals to value format. Like suppose you are using user module, you put local underscore action colon user, then all the parameters like name equals to test user, state equals to present, in a single line you have to write like that. And please remember this is a obsolete method, so better to use delegate underscore to colon localhost. But you may encounter this local underscore action in some playbook, so that you can understand this is to run the task on the local host. So this is an example where I have shown you how you can use local underscore action. So you can see in the second line that local underscore action colon command. I am using command module and I am using executing uptime command. So it will take the uptime and it will register to a local underscore output variable, and then in the next task it will just show you the output. So like this you can use local underscore action, but remember this is obsolete method, but better to use delegate underscore to. Now moving, so you can see the example also. This is the example when you run using local underscore action. Here also you can see like linux -shh. So from there that is going to local host the task. Now few things you need to remember. So from Ansible version 1.5 onwards, so Ansible introduced option called implicit local host. So what is that implicit local host? Where it does, without mentioning local host in your inventory, you can still use local host to run some task on your playbook, or you can run your entire play on the local host. So if you are following my tutorial series, in some examples you may see like I was putting host colon local host. So in that case local host was not mentioned in my inventory, but still it was running because Ansible understand if I put host as local host, it understand it need to run it on local host. So you don't need to mention it in your playbook. So here one more thing you need to remember, if you are putting host colon all, in that case it will not run the task on your implicit local host. So it is not considering your local host until unless you explicitly mention local host in your inventory. If you use host colon all option, it will not run on local host. So if you want to run it on local host, either you use host colon local host, or if you want to go with all, you please mention local host in your inventory file. Now here one more thing you need to remember, if you are using implicit local host, like you didn't mention your local host in your inventory file but directly you are using local host in your Ansible play, in that case Ansible will not use default SSH connection. Like in that case, suppose you are doing on Linux server, right? So default SSH it will not do, rather it will use local connection. So that you need to keep in mind. So one more thing, if you are mentioning local host in your inventory file, then in that case local underscore connection will not work, it will use SSH. So keep that in mind. If you want to use implicit local host, it will use the local underscore connection type, so it will not do any SSH to your machine. It will directly run with the current user you are running the Ansible playbook. But if you are calling it from inventory and using it, then you should have the SSH connectivity. Either you have SSH connectivity using password or passwordless, whatever, but that thing should be there, else it will fail. So keep that in mind. So one more thing you need to remember, when you use this implicit local host, as it use local underscore connection, obviously it will not do SSH. So that's why it will ignore your remote underscore user parameter, since you are not using any SSH, because the remote underscore user parameter used when you do SSH, like suppose you are putting Ansible admin, that is the user. So it does Ansible admin @ whatever IP or host name for your target machine, but for the implicit local host you are not doing SSH, so that's why that remote underscore user doesn't work. So you need to keep it in mind, like if you want to run some command from specific some user, in that case implicit localhost can create problem. Also if you are using sudo, and sudo permission may differ by whatever Ansible user is running and whatever is your remote user, so that sudo permission may vary and this may get fail, or you may get some other result, not your expected result. So keep those things in mind when you are using this implicit localhost features. Now moving ahead, we will see the second option, like where you want to delegate a task to host outside the play. Suppose in your play you mention one group like web server and you want to run to another server like DB server. So how you can do that? So in that case also you can use delegate underscore to, like how previously you were seeing like delegate underscore to colon localhost. Instead of that you do like delegate underscore to colon web servers. So it will delegate the task to other host rather than your play specified host. So this module, and one more thing you need to remember, suppose you have 10 servers as your target, like you mention them into the host group in your play, the target group. So in that case what happens, this delegate to module, you may delegate that task to only single server, but still it will run every time for each target server. So like you have 10 target module servers, right? So this delegate to module task will be running 10 times on the same delegated server. So you keep that in mind. Suppose you are writing in a log file, fine, it will run 10 times and update the log file with 10 status, but sometimes this may create a problem also, like if you have because Ansible use this parallel connection to your target host. So in that case you may have multiple parallel SSH connections to your delegated node, and which may sometimes fail also if you have some SSH restrictions, or like at a time 5 connections it can make, or 10 connections, so that can fail. So keep this thing in mind. So if you do delegated to, it will be running multiple times, it will not be like only one time it will run the task on that host, because you are specifying only single host. And one more thing you need to remember, so if you want to use the facts, that Ansible facts which gathered during the setup module running of the play, Ansible gathers the fact from your target host, not from your delegated machine. So now what happens, suppose you want to use particular parameter from your delegated machine, and you thought you will use that Ansible fact, and in that case what will happen, you call that variable, but you will get a value from your target node, means whatever node you have specified in your play host section, not the delegated machine. So keep that also in your mind. So here you can see one example. So you can see I am writing 3 tasks, and I am running this set of host of web server. So what I am doing, suppose I am doing applying patches to my web server. So before applying patches, I am removing them from the load balancer, then doing the patching, and then again adding back to the load balancer. So if you see the first task, what I am doing, remove server from load balancer, and I am running one script like remove from lb.sh, and then I am using inventory underscore hostname. So that means whatever target server it was running, it will take that target server name. So you remember, right, I was telling you it will use the facts gathered from the target host rather from the delegated to. So in this inventory underscore hostname variable, it will take the hostname of web servers, whatever servers are mentioned in that group, and then it will do delegate to load balancer host. So it will run this task on the load balancer host, not the web server host. Now in the second task, you can see it is applying the latest patch. So as in this task I didn't do any delegate to, so it will be running on the web servers, and then again it will be in the third task, it will go and add it back to the load balancer. So here one thing you need to remember, as I was telling you, if you have multiple target host, that delegated to this task also will be running on multiple times. So like suppose in your under your web servers you have 10 servers, so first task also will be running 10 times. So first 10 times it will be remove that host from the load balancer, then it will apply the patches, and again 10 times it will be running to add those 10 hosts into your load balancer. Now moving to ahead with the delegating task to a host from your inventory. So if you are having a host which is already present in your inventory, it's quite straightforward. You just do the delegation to, so it will take that. And you need to remember one thing, when you do that, whatever your connection related data, it will be from your inventory, it will pick it up and it will use those to connect your delegated target. So, and one more thing, you remember it, only connection related variables like your Ansible connection, Ansible host, Ansible port, Ansible user, and so on. These kind of variables only it will pick it up from inventory for those delegated hosts, but whatever your rest of the variables, it will not take for the delegated host, it will take from the manage host originally. So only remember connection related data, it will take it from your inventory. Rest of the variables it will use the same as your manage host, whatever you specified in your host section in your play. Now moving ahead, how you can delegate a task to a host which is not in your inventory, outside your inventory. So as you see, if you directly put a host which is not in your inventory, Ansible simply straightforward says you like not found. But in this case, you can using delegate to, you can do that, you can use it. So only thing here you need to remember, contrast to the host in your inventory. Here all the connection type details and all, it use the same as it is your manage host. Now suppose your manage host, whatever you specified in your play, is a Windows host. So that connection type WinRM it will use, right? Now you are delegating the task to a Linux host. So for the Linux host, it will try to use the WinRM type only. It will not try to connect via SSH. So you need to remember that when you are using some host which is outside inventory, it will use the same connection type or details like your manage host. So how you can change that? That is possible. You have to use add user add host module. So when you use this add host module as a task in your play, it will help you to create an ephemeral host in your inventory. So you want to add suppose some server, DB server, and this will create, and there you can specify your connection data also, like connection type and that Ansible user and all those, like how you saw in previous slide. You can specify those kind of connection parameters in your add host section. So then it will use that specified parameter instead of whatever parameters are for manage host. So you can see that example also here. So you can see in the first it is using host as a DB servers, and then it is adding a host for your delegation task. So you can see the first task is add host, where I am putting a name like web server. So that anything name you can put like demo also. That not always should be the host name of that delegated host. You can put any name as per your convenience. And in the Ansible host section, you specify the IP address for that server, and then Ansible user you put like web admin. Suppose this is not the same target user you use for your DB server, so there maybe it is the DB admin. So that DB admin user is not present in your web server, so you can specify like Ansible user web admin. So when it will try to connect to this web server, it will use web admin instead of DB admin. So like this you can change the connection related parameters. Then you do web package install, like you use a yum module or zipper module, whatever. Then you install like HTTPD, and there you do delegate to web server. So whether you are delegating to a local host, or you are delegating to a other host, or host in your inventory, or host outside your inventory, every case is your option is same, like delegate underscore to. Just you specify which host you want to do, local host or some other host. And then in the third task you do install DB, and you don't do any delegation, so it will just directly install the DB packages on your DB servers. Now moving ahead, we will see delegated facts. So if you remember, previously I was telling you, when you run some task on your delegated host, your gathered facts will be from your managed host, not from the delegated host. So you can explicitly get these facts from your delegated servers also. So in that case, what happens, you gather any facts by a delegated task, it will be by default assigned to the delegated to host instead of the host which actually produce the fact. Like suppose you have 5 hosts, right? So it will be taking it from those 5 hosts and it will put it in any one of them. Like your delegated to, it will take that host and it will keep it. It will go for your next task also. That we will see in example. That will clear your doubt better way. So if you don't want to do that, if you want to use the delegated facts, gathered facts only to use for that dedicated host from whom that facts are gathered, you have to use the option called delegate underscore facts, and you have to put the option true. So how the things, let me explain you. Like suppose you have a host web server, group of host web servers, and there you have two hosts. Now you are collecting the IP address for your ETH0 for host 1, host 2. So what it will do, whatever facts it will gathered, now in the next tasks you want to use same variable for ETH0. So what will happen, instead of taking it from the current host, it will take whatever you gathered in your delegated task, it will put that. So which can be sometimes wrong, right? Because the fact is different, that IP address is different. So if you want not to do like that, so if it is collecting from host 1 and you want to use it in host 1, then you use the option like delegate underscore facts and you put the option true. So whatever it will take it from host 1, it will put it on host 1, and it will collect then from host 2 and it will put it on host 2. It will not overlap with each other. So that you will see in our next couple of examples. So you see here is one playbook where I am using host as a controller. So that is a single host. And then you see first task, what I am doing, I am explicitly gathering facts from the delegated node. So remember that automatic whatever gather facts run, what this will be running for the host you specify in your plane, not for the gather this delegate to host. So if you want to get that facts for those, you have to put a specific task like here. Then what I am doing, I am doing a delegate to an item, and this item I am putting a group of hosts from your inventory. You can see in the next picture where I have a group called nodes. Under that I have two hosts, 192, 168, 1.110, 120. So what it will do, it will gather the facts for these two nodes instead of controller node, and in the second task it will try to show the IP address. Now let's see what happens when you run this playbook. So when you run this playbook, you see as you are doing delegation 2, instead of 130, that is your controller node, it gathers the fact from 110 and 120, and then it shows the IP address. So this task I am running on your controller node. I am not doing a delegation, right? If you see in previous example, but you will see it is showing an IP of node 2 because node 2 run at the second, right? So whatever ETH0 IP for node 2, that is 192, 168, 122.177, it will show in your second task, which is wrong, right? I may not intend to use this. I want to use a ETH0 address for my controller node, that is 130, but it is getting IP for a delegated to task IP, right? Now how you can correct that? For doing that, you just add the option called delegate underscore facts true. So same code, I'm just adding one extra directive like delegate underscore true facts. Now when you add that, what happens now, you will see as it is gathering the facts for your both the nodes like 110, 120, but when it comes for showing IP address, now it is showing properly for my controller node like 10.10.1.130 instead of whatever it was showing like 192, 168, 122 something, right? So like this, if you use delegate facts, so it will take the facts from your current node only, not the whatever you gathered during your delegation task. So like this you can use delegation options in your Ansible to run some task on the node you specify in your host other than those like in your local host or in some other host, and you can execute that. So hopefully you understand this thing. Please practice it. You can see those examples and try to practice it, and also you can put your comments if you have some doubt. And thank you for watching this video, and if you have not subscribed to my channel TrichTech Institute, please subscribe to it and also press the bell icon and select all the notifications so that you get notification about upcoming videos. So thank you again. Bye. Have a good day. We will see you in our next video.